Well, we are live. I thought Dennis was going to
Hello,
start.
hello, Renee. Hello, Renee.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good, but I'm better than usual because we get to have Manny Zamora, whom we adore. He's going to be on screen with us. We get to have the hour with
In a
him
moment, you bet. Yeah,
in
we're
just a
going to get a
moment.
chance to do this, and we're calling this
Manny Fest.
2025. That's what it
Manny
is.
Fest
This is a
2025.
celebration of all things Manny, because as so many of us know, in this current reality, many of us are maybe one big bill away from disaster. And
Hmm.
I mean real kind of disaster. And our blessed Manny, the commercial artist that you and I are getting a chance to work with and to support, it has happened to him. And he has become unhoused as this has happened. And so we're getting an opportunity to have Manny Fest to raise funds for him for a hand up for the work that he's doing. And during this hour, we're going to get a chance to show you all the art that he has and all the art that you can participate so you can see exactly what a gift this amazing artist is, Manny Zamora, our friend whom we love.
Yeah, this is so cool. So a lot of people know him. So people know him from different things. He does so many things. He's so multi-talented. So a lot of people who are watching right now or that might even come on during the course of this hour know him in different capacities. One of the ways that people know him over the last couple of years or so is obviously from Cosmos Creative Television, where he is a huge presence on screen and or the creator and or the co-host of multiple shows throughout the weeks that people know. So like Two Guys and a Gal talking about movies. He has the Big Monster Briefing Room that he does with Rory Penland. The Roland. There's like a lot of them actually.
Right.
But he,
Well, let's
yeah.
show don't tell.
All
As
right.
Ted
Show
Hooks
don't
would tell
tell.
us. So let's bring
Okay.
Manny on so that we have him here with us. What are
Okay.
we
All right.
doing
Here he
without him?
is. The man of the hour is here.
Where?
Hello,
Where?
the Manny of
Where is
the
he?
Oh,
hour.
me. Oh, yes,
The
I'm
Manny of the
here.
hour.
The Manny of the
Mhm, the Manny of
hour
the
is
hour.
here.
Hello,
Hmm.
Manny. So glad that we
Hello,
can be doing this
hello.
with you.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate it, guys. You know, and really, and I've said this before, pretty much the only reason that I am even associated with Cosmos or anything like it is because of Dennis and Renee, uh, sort of pushing me and saying, you ought to be on television, kid." And yeah, Dennis introduced me to Renee, and Renee introduced me to Rory, and I started watching. Well, I was watching Big Monster Briefing Room when it was basically just you two guys, and so after one of the shows, I texted Rory and I said, "Man, I really like your show. I think it's great. I've seen pretty much every movie that you guys talk about." And he was like, "Hey, do you want to come on the show? You want to come on, play a character?" Uh, well, at first I said, "Well, okay, yeah, I can come on as a guest or whatever." He said, "No, no, no, come on, play a character." So I said, "Okay." So I created Master Sergeant Havoc, just to kind of go along with the theme. And at first, it was just every once in a while, a couple of times a month I was on, and then there was a decision made that, you know, you're funny and you're good, and let's have you on every week. And so I became a regular.
So
Uh,
let's see something. Let
so
Okay.
let
since we have
me,
a cue, we have a clip, don't we?
yes, yes, we do. As a matter of fact, now we love to play around with the movies. It's not exactly, Mystery Science Theater 3000. We really kind of just talk about the movies. But every now and again, we do like to have a little fun. And this particular clip is maybe one of my favorite things that happened. It was very spontaneous, and well, see for yourself. This is
Okay.
from
This
this
is Tarantula, right?
this is from Big Monster Briefing Room episode where we talked about the movie Tarantula, which is about as the title says, it's about a giant tarantula. And so there was a moment in the movie where this happens.
Rifle, and there's a, hey, Hazard, you see this big giant close-up of the spider's face?
It's disgusting, and I don't want to be paying attention. I'm just having a water break as you guys talk about all this nasty stuff here.
All right.
He's just gonna tickle that fella.
It's not a good type of.
Just gotta.
There's good tickling and there's bad tickling. This is bad tickling.
Is that the bad touch?
Yes, this is
the bad touch. Yes.
Can you show me on the doll where the spider touched you?
Priceless. So there's a truck out there.
Thank you, everybody. Good night. We're going. We can't beat that. We're out of here. Thank you. Tune in next time.
Oh, that's gonna be a clip on TikTok.
That's gonna break the internet.
So that lived in infamy, by the way, and we do calls back to it all the time. If you ever hear us say, "Show me on the doll where the spider touched you," that is the episode.
Yep. It's one of my, like I said, it's one of my favorite. And I sort of became the Tim. What's his name? Tim from the Carol Burnett show. I made it my mission to try to crack up Tim Conway. Thank you. I made it my mission to try to crack up Rory as General Howitzer, or pretty much any show. Not always successful, sometimes, but that was purely spontaneous. I had no idea I was going to do that. I hadn't planned it, and that's when it's best. That's when comedy is at its best. But to see him crack up that much, and of course, to see Renee do her patented.
I'm arachnophobic. I'm arachnophobic, so that whole episode was difficult.
Exactly. And that was the whole thing. I was like, okay, we gotta really play off of her arachnophobia. And so that was the perfect setup where he's talking about, oh, look at that ugly, look at the face, oh, Hazard, look at that, and then it just kind of went from there. And
that is just wonderful. Now you've done a number of shows there, Manny. Mm-hmm. This isn't your only show, though. On Cosmos, you have done so many, because including your show, which you created, which two guys and a girl talking about movies. This was your show that you developed. And how many of these have you done?
Oh my gosh. I think we're getting close to 30, probably over 30 episodes.
Exactly, which is a huge genre. I would love to see a clip from that, so that we could see a little bit of what that looks like, if that's okay with you.
Sure. I don't know if we have one.
I don't think we have
one.
We don't have one of that, but that's going to be.
But they should go to YouTube.
And it will be coming back. It will be coming back in the fall, Manny.
Yes. We have to bring it back.
Okay, good enough. Well, all right. So what the purpose of Manny Fest that we're having here is for you to get an opportunity to contribute to give a hand up to Manny on what is going to be happening this time in his life. You can see this is a creative artist that's an extraordinary. And you're going to see over this next hour, you're going to see the kinds of things that you do, Manny, the kinds of the range. You started it as a creative artist way into your teens, right? I mean, you had started doing that.
Yeah. I've been involved with art since, oh my gosh, since I was little.
Commercial art, right? I mean,
commercial art
career.
Yes. I was originally a school teacher. I taught English in a middle school or junior high, whatever they call it now. But I was terrible at it. I'll just admit that. It turned out to be not my gig. But somebody told me that there was an opening at our local newspaper here, the Victoria Advocate, And so I said, yeah, okay, what the heck, I'll apply. And as it turned out, they were hiring artists or graphic artists to basically create a. So I got in on the ground floor of what eventually became called the Creative Services Department, which basically was there to build and create ads for the newspaper. And the intention was to, 'cause before that, the salespeople themselves were doing the ads, and management decided, no, 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 they shouldn't be doing that. They should be out selling. And so let's create a specific department to handle the actual building of the ads. So I got into the ground floor of that, and I did that for the next 30 years or so. Uh, Unfortunately, there was a bit of a restructuring, and they decided that our department was no longer needed, or actually was shipped off to another sort of sister paper. Um, so, you know, but I found employment elsewhere, fortunately. So, yeah, but so my experience is in both fine art and graphic art, and I still do that now to this day. Um, but I decided to focus mostly on drawing and art. And since my retirement, uh, I decided that now that I have the time, to fulfill an ambition of mine, which
Right.
was to do a comic book. And so, to that end, I started working on a comic, which I just happen to have here. Uh,
By chance.
just by chance, just by pure coincidence, I had it here, and so this is. Oops, you can see that. This
There it is.
is La Salvadora, and she is my heroine, and uh, Dennis has the whole set, as do I, and so yeah, started started working on some, started working on drawing, and I said, you know what? Instead of waiting for somebody else to do it, I'm going to do it.
Well, of course
And
you are. Well, Renee, could we
Yeah,
show
let
the
me
La
show.
Salvadora clip?
yeah,
Yes, let me do that. And you see, it's popular with the canines as well. So if anyone
Exactly.
has a
Exactly.
canine friend,
We're getting a lot of positive
we
feedback.
are. We
Go
are.
for it.
All right.
there you go.
You know, and I love this series because in this series we get an opportunity really to see a female superhero, not only a female superhero, but a female Latina superhero that you can really get an opportunity to get into the whole story. That she not only is a champion of animals, but she's absolutely a champion of what is right in the world. And it's wonderful to see all of the stories. I mean, they're beautifully illustrated. They're an extraordinary color, and it's something that everybody can do. They're available on Amazon, and we will have a link on the console for you to be able to do it. But you can look up La Salvadora on Amazon and be able to get that.
Yeah,
So
and I
I am.
wanted to say that Manny, and we have people coming in backstage, and we're going to bring them up as well, some of Manny's fans and friends. But I also wanted to say that Manny is one of the few men that when he writes for a female protagonist, which he often does, he likes female empowerment and elevating women's voices. He does such a good job of it. And like a lot of guys and like women, you know what I'm talking about. You're reading a book or you're watching a movie and it's a female protagonist and you're like, yeah, a guy wrote for this. It's so obvious. He's not in tune with the female persuasion at all. Manny's not like that. He's a creator and an artist who really taps into the female psyche. I don't know how he does it, but
Well, I mean, but that's what the art is. That's what the
Mhm.
being able to do that. Manny, you're so open-hearted and so open-minded in doing this that you're able to be able to take this and to take this and translate it into something that is not only relatable but deeply entertaining.
Yeah,
Well,
that's amazing that you do
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, I wanted to do something different. I wanted, I mean, there's both, not just comic books, but just media in general is so dominated, so male dominated. I mean, you just see men everywhere. And I thought, nah, uh, I want I mean, this is almost a kind of a radical change. I wanted to do something. I wanted to have a female protagonist,
Right.
and a lot of my work recently uh, has been with female protagonists in the lead, simply because I think it gives a very distinctive uh, style, attitude, flavor,
Of
whatever you want to
course.
call it, to stories where it's not the same. Oh, look, another guy, being the hero.
Totally.
So and women can be heroes as well. So
Oh, of course they
Absolutely.
can, and you're demonstrating this and this and all your art, all the things that we're doing. What do we got on tap, Renee?
Okay, well, we've got to bring up two people who have been backstage watching a lot of this, and they absolutely love you, Manny. So let's bring up Bob Ross and Sandy D. Hello,
hey
guys.
guys,
Hey
Hello,
guys,
hello,
hi
Hi,
hello.
Sandy,
everybody.
hi Bob.
Good to
hello,
see you all.
I'm
hello.
so glad that you came in came in to support Manny, because this is
Sure.
such an extraordinary time to be able to do that.
Yeah. I played last week in Jay's Jam, but for some reason I couldn't go on live on my phone, and so we went on Charlie's, so it didn't actually show up. But a few people found it. But I'm really happy to help, and I'm interested in purchasing your comics. I didn't realize that you had produced some already. Um, I don't do business with Amazon, but I'll figure it out beyond that.
Well,
It
yeah,
is it is so
Amazon.
much. They're
Yeah.
all these way, but they're just extraordinary. Delivered right to my door, and I've been having it. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I
I'll
get it.
find someone who does business with Amazon, and I'll buy through them, and that
Yeah,
way
they're
I can.
all. I mean, they're. It's like being either an Apple person or an Android person, right? I mean, you have to make a decision whether or not you go one way or the other.
Bob, you know what? Bob, do it through me because I love doing Amazon. I'll send it to you. How about that?
Okay, that works. That sounds great.
How many of the episodes do you want? Or do we call them episodes, Manny, or do we call them
Issues.
issues?
Issues.
How many issues do you want, Bob?
You
Going
want?
Well,
once? Going
I want
twice?
all of them.
yeah, we'll do all of them.
Okay, okay, all right. I'm gonna set you up, Bob. I will bill
Okay,
you. It'll be amazing.
sure.
All right.
All right,
Love
Bob, but we're gonna want feedback after you have
yeah,
seen them and you've shared them with some of
Sure.
the children and done some of this. We would love to be able to have your feedback to Manny and let him know. Would you do that?
Oh yeah, of course. That sounds good. My grandchildren are my grandson especially is very much into superheroes. He's like that age, and so I can get some feedback from him and my son, who collected comics all through his childhood. So
Oh,
you know,
wonderful. That'll be great. What a great support for Manny. What do you think,
Yeah.
Manny? How we're doing? How are you doing, Sandy?
Yeah.
Hey, Sandy D.
Doing well, thank you. Hey, everybody. Hey, Manny. I'm
Hey, Sandy, how you
happy
doing?
to support you, Manny. Anytime.
Well, thank
Isn't
you.
it
Yeah.
wonderful? I mean, it's just wonderful that we get an opportunity to know those of us are when I'm over the years where I've known you, Manny, when I've gotten a chance to be able to see all the creative art and the things that you're expanding into and what you're doing. I mean, you're continuing to move along with the times. Because one of the things that so impresses me, I don't know if have you guys seen some of Manny's AI film work? Have you seen it, Bob?
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Have,
Renee's annoyingly texting me right now.
Right. Well, yeah, but Renee's an all-purpose annoyer. She
I
can
know
annoy.
she's so
She
good at
can
multi.
annoy on a full spectrum. So don't. You know, we're just move your annoyance meter down a little bit. That way you can hear us.
Now I'm
So
gonna
That would be
text you
nice.
so much more, Bob. You have no idea what you have unleashed. There's gonna
Oh
be
boy.
13,000
Oh
texts
boy.
a day.
It's because she's so beautiful, you know.
I
right.
She can get
know.
away with it.
Sandy and I are so beautiful. We
Oh
distract.
yeah.
We're annoying because we're so beautiful. That's what it is.
Exactly. I mean, it's your radiance. Sandy, have you seen any of Manny's AI work, the AI film work he's been doing? Have you seen any of it yet?
Yes, I love it.
Great. Well, that's good. Well, Bob, you're going to get a chance to see
Yes,
some
on
now, and we'll
Sure.
introduce the audience. Go ahead, Sandy. You were saying?
on the R&D Cafe. I'm a true fan of the I'm a true OG fan of the R&D Cafe. I think I saw it there.
All right. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Bless God. Oh, Sandy, this is so
Yeah.
wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
is
that's
the OG. She is one of the OGs. She really is. And Sandy, we're going to be doing something with 1 Minute with Dennis, and you were the one who put every single episode up of that on TikTok. And so we're going to be talking to you about some of that as well, because we really love how you support that and everything.
but this isn't, you know,
But
as
it's
much
not
an
about the
egotist
R&D
that I am,
Cafe.
it's not about me. This is about
Okay, let's watch some
Manny.
of
So,
let's
all right.
watch some of his. Okay, we talked about female protagonists. Bob,
Right.
I think you're gonna like this, Bob, because it's a little
Yeah.
sci-fi and a little interesting. But there's another female protagonist here. This Manny, lead us into Digital Ghost and
Okay.
what we're gonna be looking at.
So one of the things that I've kind of gotten into lately is anime, which is Japanese cartoons. And actually, I shouldn't say lately. Really kind of started like a lot of us of a certain age. We got into Speed Racer and those kind of cartoons, but they've evolved since then. And so since I've gotten into working with AI and creating little videos and stuff, I said, you know what? By golly, I'm going to create my own anime cartoon or show. And so this is a clip from one of the episodes of a show that I call Eclipse Protocol. And
Which is what we're showing as an example of what if
is,
you have an idea,
yeah,
you can hire Manny to bring that to life. So this is what I want. This is what we're talking about. This is like a 1 hour commercial. Manny Fest. So pay attention to this. Now watch this.
Ripper Alley, deep in the forgotten streets of the undergrid. Dealing in discount cyber surgery and black market neural implants.
No one allowed in without proper credentials.
The home of the annual Rippers auction, where the desperate came to bid on forbidden tech.
I've managed to hack into the dealer's database.
Runner joined me as a digital ghost.
So there you go. That was just a little clip.
Now this is you have to understand. And one thing I want to say this about Manny. Manny has gone. This is you're watching Manny in his very early stages of the AI development. This is how quickly he did. Wasn't that amazing?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's breathtaking. And this is what he did. What he's creating as he's continuing to develop his AI. Go ahead, Sandy.
Oh, that's the kind of stuff that Bob Ross and I struggle with, is some of those technical stuff. So I always have a deep admiration for people that can just get through that technical stuff, make it look easy.
Yeah.
Well, it isn't. It is by no means easy, but he makes it look easy, and that's the beautiful part of that. That's amazing to see. Manny, are you seeing the tools continue to improve as you're using them? Like learning all the
tools are just, it's leaps and bounds. From I started about year and a half ago
Wow.
experimenting with AI. Actually, probably closer to 2 years now. And some of the early stuff is it looks crude now compared to. I mean, it's like it's like the movie industry itself. You know, I mean, you look at some of the early movies from the teens and the 20s, you know, black and white, and they're kind of jerky and kind of because the technology wasn't there yet. It was in the early stages. And you look at what they're able to do now, not only with just filmmaking, but, you know, computers and all that stuff. Uh, or if you take like sci-fi films, for example, horror movies,
Yep.
with you know things in costumes and people, you know, and now they can create entire armies of creatures, you know, and all that stuff. So, but that took almost 100 years to get to this point. We're talking about 3 or 4 years
Wow.
of advancement, and it just keeps getting better and better and better.
And so fast,
Which is a little scary. And you know, like any new technology or any emergent technology, it can be abused. But you know, for my part, I just want to use it to entertain. You know, I'm a storyteller,
right.
have been for a long time, and so that's where I approach it. I approach it as, well, I'm not trying to fool anybody. I'm not trying to scam anybody. This is just
No,
another tool, like the comic book. I draw all that myself. I color it myself. That's handmade. But I still use digital tools to do it with. I have a drawing tablet and all that stuff.
of course.
And so I see this as sort of just another version, another tool.
It's another tool. And so if I had an idea, if I had an idea for something, like I wanted to put my grandkid or wanted to do this and make them into a movie and make something that we could do, I could come to you and hire you to be able to create this. Or if I had a story that I wanted to do, like you did, I wrote a book called Shoe Mall for Life, and Manny took that and actually illustrated and made it into and made it into a movie. So
Yeah, yeah.
this is what he can do, and this is part of what we're doing with Manny Fest 2025. And make sure, and this is where you can go to PayPal or you can go to the Venmo, and we'll have all the links there so that you make it easy for you to support Manny. And this time, this is the most important thing that we want to do in what we're doing today.
Yes, and Ilana is here. And Ilana, if you want to join
Ilana.
us, you have the link as well. We love Ilana. She goes on a lot of the shows with us. She
Another
has her
wonderful,
own
another
shows.
one of the hosts from the Cosmosphere.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Alana has been a frequent guest on Two Guys and a Gal. She always has some wonderful, brilliant insights into the movies or the people that we're talking about. And so I always look forward to having her on the show. Uh, and so, yeah, and you know, I know she's uh, well, probably shouldn't talk about that. But anyway, so yeah, we all love Alana.
We love
And
Alana, and while we have, and Alana says, "Me too." She loves us too. And Sandy and Bob, I want you guys to weigh in a little bit about how you were introduced to Manny. Like, did you first see him when he was already hosting, or did you know him beforehand? I get lost on all the different relationships. Like, what is the first thing you remember, guys, about Manny and being introduced to him?
Uh, yeah, through Cosmos is when I first was introduced to Manny, and it was a very interesting beginning. I think you were working with Rory at the time. I'm not quite sure that we were going through different shows, but I think when I first met you, I think you it was through Rory on either his show or on a show you all were working together.
probably,
I've
yeah.
also really enjoyed Manny's input on my Facebook conversations. He's very knowledgeable and has a very astute point of view, which is nice to have in a conversation with people.
Isn't it?
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's from a person like Manny, I can uh, find a different point of view it's accurate and that is sincere and very knowledgeable. So I really appreciate Manny. I do appreciate when you've interacted on my posts on Facebook. I haven't been going live a whole lot lately, and in fact, this was the first time I've been on Facebook today. It's just been this.
Yeah, I
I'm in
miss
a
seeing you,
whirlwind
Bob.
of.
Yeah, we missed
I'm
you.
just. I've got so much
It's
going
great to
on
see
right
you,
now.
Bob.
I'm glad to be here. So yeah, I think that's when I first met Manny through Rory's show. I think it was.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Well, thank
Yep.
you. I'm glad you're here, Bob, and we hope to see more of you.
Well, there it is. And don't forget, everyone, down there is you can support Manny, which is Venmo at nuclearmothman@gmail.com or PayPal manzam57@gmail.com. So anything that you can anything that you can share on that will be deeply appreciated. And that's what we're doing here today. That's what we're doing with Manny Fest 2025.
Yes, and hi Christina Killsby, hello, and Ilana says, "I love you,
I
Bob
like how
Ross."
Manny Fest sounds like manifest.
Doesn't it? Isn't it wonderful? Yes, he's the Manny of the hour.
And Manny Moore.
And Manny
Manny
more.
And Manny
Oh, well done,
Moore.
Bob. You
That
landed
is,
that.
I
See,
knew he would do it. Yes,
that's why we're Facebook friends.
that's why we're. But Bob doesn't do Facebook friends. He does real friends, and it's
I
all the same to him. It's
and
all the
I
same. Like you are welcome. Like he does all these gatherings in person, right, Bob?
Yeah,
Um,
I was
yeah.
going to say that having Alana's been here a couple of times now, and it's just heartbreaking when they leave. It's Mark and Alana and Bean are just so welcome in my house.
Well, who knows? One day I might show up.
I'd love that.
I wonder. This is what we're doing. This is what one of the things that I love about Cosmo is that it is built. It is community building. We're building a deeply inclusive and diverse community of artists and broadcasters who are here to be able to bring light to the world. It's an extraordinary opportunity, and I'm very, very glad to have been a part of it as it was growing.
Yeah, I honestly I feel I've come to think of Cosmos as a family. I think we are a family, uh, not just a community.
And that's what Bob
We're
says
all
all the time too. That's what always Bob says.
Yeah. I mean, we support each other. We're on each other's shows. I don't know if I don't think I've ever been on No Icing, but not that I'm
We're gonna
Hint,
have to make
hint,
that
hint,
happen.
hint.
Oh yeah,
He needs to be on No Icing.
but
Ilana confirms we are a family.
yeah, and
But
I've met so many wonderful
but
people.
No Icing knows the comic books because I run the ad on No Icing all the time.
She does. Sandy does, and thank you, Sandy, for that. And like I said, we've had Ilana on our show, and other people, and also, and of course, Rory is always, he's kind of he's been a co-host on No Icing. Tom Shesher has been a guest on Two Guys as well, and I've been a guest on his show, and so yeah, we're all a little weird, little sometimes dysfunctional, but happy little family.
oh yeah,
We put the fun in dysfunction. We put the fun in
The fun and
dysfunction.
dysfunction.
exactly.
Yeah.
And Christina said you're always welcome to New Jersey. So thank you.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
Manny,
yeah.
you have an invitation.
You remember Katharine Hepburn, what she said, at the end at the end of the movie with Peter O'Toole, where she played Eleanor of Aquitaine. This was, what's the name of the movie?
Oh, A Lion in Winter.
A Lion in Winter, where she sits there and right after everybody's all together, the family is all, everybody's been fighting, everybody. She's laying there and she goes, well, every family has its ups and downs. And I just love that line. And this is a comment. We all have our ups and downs, and this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing at Manny Fest, is lifting you up, Manny, giving you an opportunity, giving the world an opportunity to support you as you have supported us all of this time with the amazing creative art. Could we see another clip? I'm hungry for another clip. What do we got?
So
Renee?
we have Batman and we have Femme Fatale. So Manny, do you
Well,
want to send one?
yeah, let's start with, okay, so as I always say, everybody has to start somewhere. Nobody starts at the top.
No.
So this next clip is really my first foray into AI filmmaking. And of course it had to be a comic book thing. Because that's where my head is at. So and like I said, the tools that to create this sort of thing have improved, so much.
Enormous.
But so take it for what it is, and it's like I said, it features Batman and a monster, and so let's roll that.
Another night in Gotham City. I hear the cries for help. This thing is like nothing I've ever seen before. How do I fight this monster? Well, good thing I have friends I can call on to help.
There you go. I mean,
So there it is.
look at how far it's come just in the little bit that we have. Look at the difference in your pacing and the timing and all the things. I mean, it's extraordinary, the growth.
Yeah. Like I said, everything's a learning experience, and like I said, you have to start somewhere. So I learned a lot about using these programs and how to actually edit and time it and everything. But I like to think that I've improved since then. So
Well, we have seen it. We have seen it. We've seen it as you continue to do it. One of your latest works is your film noir piece
yes,
that you have. I mean, this shows just the development from the Batman to that one, and we have a clip from there too, don't we?
yes, we do. So besides anime, I'm also a huge fan. Well, I'm a huge fan of a lot of different types of movies, but I love 1940s film noir, the Humphrey Bogart type movies, Maltese Falcon, those hard-boiled detective stories. And so I thought, you know what? Can I make one of my own? And so sure enough, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna do one. So this is a clip from a film noir story involving a detective named Nick Temple, and I believe this is him meeting up with a femme fatale, because you got to have a femme fatale.
You got to.
In
Sure.
those stories. So this is that's what this is.
Temple,
Let's talk.
what are you doing here at this hour?
I've been following this hood around, and I thought I saw him here.
I can't lie to you. That horrid man was here tonight. He said I should have minded my own business and not get you involved. Oh, Nick, I'm so frightened. I don't know what to think.
It's all right, sweetheart. You're gonna be fine.
And then she
Oh
steps
no,
in.
you're not. There is trouble. There,
There's always-
don't be thinking you're
I'm telling you, you can't trust the dames. You can't trust.
not that particular dame. There are many dames
that
we can
one.
trust. That particular
There's a lot
one,
of them, not that one. Yeah,
not that particular one.
she has some shady doings going on.
Yeah, well, this is just it shows the amazing opportunities that we're seeing. Sandy?
Oh, I was gonna say that character looks like Robert Downey Jr., but with a mustache. Did anyone else think that?
Wow. Yeah, I didn't really base him on
Such a great
anybody,
actor.
but wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Well, I have a question for you, Manny, on your productions. So I have a friend that's been in a conversation with AI for a couple of years now. Earlier versions and and he has a lot of conversations with AI. So when you're creating these characters, do you refer to anybody? That's interesting that Sandy would mention Downing Jr. I was thinking Betty Davis with the femme fatale. That immediately she reminded me of Betty Davis, kind of this beauty but dangerous, kind of cynical
Yeah.
and but I was just curious about how you developed your characters.
Well, I basically how it works is you write what's called a prompt, just a description of the character. And so for the detective, I didn't really have any particular actor in mind, although I probably could have done that. But I wanted somebody who was roughly middle-aged, mustache, and wearing a particular set of clothes, the trench coat and the hat and all that, and so the program takes that information and generates an image. And I can go through several different iterations until I find one that kind of matches what I have in my head. Same thing with the femme fatale. I wanted a very 1940s look with the hairstyle and a particular look to her face. And there's places where you can go where you can just type in a simple woman in 1940s woman, and it will actually generate a more specific description. And so I did that, and that's what the program came up with. And I thought, yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind. This a very attractive, woman who would turn a man's, kind of distract someone from whatever their villainy might be, or whatever there might be up to. So yeah, it's a lot of it is just trial and error,
and trial and success, right?
And trial and success sometimes, and then you look and go, this is it. This is the look that I'm going for. Alana asked about the voices, and right now I'm using. There's for now, fortunately, there's a free program that you can use to create voices, and so I found a couple that I thought, okay, this sounds good for the detective. This sounds good for the woman, for the fatale, and I can go and I can tweak them. I can change, I can make it softer. I can make it louder. I can whatever in an audio editing program. So there's all sorts of tools
Yeah,
that you can use.
I don't mean to interrupt, but
No, go
can
ahead.
you talk to AI about the character and say, in this particular scene, I would like for him or her to display confusion or display frustration with
Yeah.
facial expression changes?
Yes, yes. It used to be a little harder. Sometimes the programs didn't really understand what we were talking about, but as
Mm-hmm.
I said, now they do. I can say she looks confused, or she looks scared, or he's angry, or whatever, and you get that expression.
Hmm.
So yeah, the AI programs understand. Uh, the further that they interact with us, the more they understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Can
So
I
yeah,
show a couple of the slides that we did on the cafe of you with Nick Temple? Do you want to
sure. Yeah,
just
go ahead.
to visually? So guys, this is do you want to just talk about this for a sec?
Yeah, so this is a particular program. It's called Kling AI. And this is what I use sort of different ones as well, but um, this one can create images. And so I created this image of this detective, and I can import it into this program. And, like I said, I can write a prompt and say, these two people are talking, or, the man with the mustache walks away, or whatever I want them to do, or he looks angry, and so that's what the programs are for. They can take a still image and animate it, or they can start fresh. I can do what's
I
known
want to do
as
my hair
texture.
like that.
Yeah. So yeah,
With the
again,
roller.
I described
The
her
roller.
as having a 1940s hairdo, and that's what it generated.
Wow.
And of course the environment. I said put him in a
Phone
telephone
booth.
booth, in a phone booth. Although it's sort of freestanding inside this building, but you know, it's it's still it's able. It knows what a phone booth is. It knows what a telephone is, and so yeah,
That's how, and that's how you build it, and you build them there. So it's the quality of your prompts, right?
That's
It's
really
how
right,
cool.
exactly, yeah. And so this is that was kind of a Sydney Greenstreet type character. I don't know if you remember him from Maltese Falcon. He had a voice like this. Oh yes, Mr. Spade, looking for the black bird. That guy. Um and if you go to the next slide, there you can see an example of a prompt just to generate some images. And I tell it I wanted a black and white film noir style, and very pretty detailed description. Man with a slick black hair, neat mustache, wearing a black suit, so on and so forth. He's writing at a desk. And so this particular program generated 4 different images based on that prompt. And so I can go and I can choose. I can say, oh, I like this one, or I like that one. And or I can just keep doing it. This one, it was funny because it kept giving the African American man, black man, the hat when it was supposed to be on the detective. And I was like, no, no, he's not wearing the hat. The other man is wearing the hat. Why is he doing that? And so it doesn't always get it right.
Well, of
Uh,
course not. But like Alana was saying on that, it's like stage directing. You
yeah,
direct, you
exactly.
direct it.
There you go. It's stage directing. Yeah. So finally, I said, you know what? Nobody's wearing a hat. That way, I finally got what I wanted. But so yeah,
Actors, even AI actors.
even AI actors give you problems. That's why Alfred Hitchcock always said, you got to treat them like cattle.
Oh, oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's an insult to cattle.
It is.
You made Boz laugh. You even got Bob laughing.
Well, I mean,
It's
as I
getting
was,
them into the movies.
oh
No.
yes, oh God.
Oh, Dennis.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
you
It's
always say
late.
that.
It's
You
late
always-
out here, and and
Oh,
and
Dennis.
my
Like-
final brain cells are just.
But anyway,
You need
so
a
yeah,
cup of
it
New
is.
York coffee. A cup of New York,
Yeah,
hot
we
New
need some
York
coffee
coffee.
over here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, as everyone can see down at the bottom, we've got that. You can to contribute to Manny Fest to be able to support Manny and what he's doing, so that we can get more of these wonderful work, to get more of the comic books that are out there, and all the work that is going on there, all the getting a chance to see the films that are coming out. And you're working on a film right now. You're about to begin a screenplay on something that I think is going to be a huge success in the world. And so there's so much that we can do about supporting you, Manny.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we've been working on writing a treatment and a script for something that's coming up. I don't really want to talk about too much about it right now.
No, we're not. No, we'll leave that on there, but just say that it's a significant advance in what we're looking at, and something that you're going to hear right here first, because as soon as you are able to talk about it, you're going to talk about it with us.
Oh, absolutely.
And I believe, Manny, is it true that the Big Monster Briefing Room is coming back this week on Thursday? Is that
Rumor has it.
rumor has it? So we will be seeing
yes.
you on screen playing Sergeant Major Havoc, correct?
Wonderful.
Major Sergeant, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Sergeant
Master Sergeant.
Master Sergeant.
Master. Okay, I'm thoroughly confused. I was not in the
Major
military,
Havoc.
so okay. So that would be this Thursday. You'll be coming
this
back.
Thursday. Yes, Rory is back. He's back in town, and he's been away in China for the last few months, and so he's back, and he's ready to get back to doing his show. And
wonderful. And you're going to be directing this season, right?
I will be. I'll be directing this season. Yes. Give Renee a little break, but she'll be there as Major Millie Hazard. So she's not going away.
No, she's not going away, but she's just getting a chance. You're getting a chance to expand your directing, and it's also an opportunity that you can direct other shows. These are the things that you want to be able to do. And you're going to be able to do it, and you can certainly be hired to direct other shows. And we're so glad to be able to see the multifaceted aspect of all the things that are you.
And as Alana said, Rory's back. She can't wait to do more film reviews. So Manny, that means talk again about Two Guys
and a Gal talking about
and
movies.
Alana often, but sometimes it's Two Guys and Two Gals when Alana.
Sometimes it is Two Guys and Two Gals when Alana's on. So Rory and I don't stand a chance.
Not a competition.
Me and Alana.
It's not a competition. No.
You have a fighting chance when it's just one, but if there's two, forget it.
No. This is, we think of this as a collaboration. It's a build. It's what you guys are doing. You do this together. 1 + 1 is greater than 2. It's a synergistic principle. And that's what we do here at Cosmo. That's what we do here. And that's what we do with you.
That's right. So
that's right. And we want to thank the people who have already donated. People are donating right now. If you have any questions about that, you can either reach out to Manny directly on Facebook or me or Sandy, right?
Any amount, $5,
Right. So
$2,
we're here.
Yeah, any amount really helps. Seriously, guys.
It'll
Seriously.
help.
So don't say I'm guilty of that too. When things come up and I really want to do it, I say, gosh, if I can't give that much, then I'm not going to do anything. No, this is collaborative. So thank you, Sandy. That's
I always think of the line from Ghostbusters. No job is too big, no fee is too big. So
That is that is so lovely, and that's like, well, Manny, thank you so much for coming on. Bob,
oh,
you
thank
are
you
thank
guys.
you for coming and joining us
Yeah.
on Manny
Bob,
Fest
thank you.
2025.
Sandy, thank you.
I'll be
And
Sandy
watching
and
on
Joe.
Lana,
Thursday.
everybody that came that joined us today. What a gift, and Manny, what a gift you are to all of us. I love you. You are my
Namaste.
dear brother and friend, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud to know you. And thank you everybody for coming here today.
Thanks for
Thank
having me.
you.
All right,
Thank you.
and don't forget, Bob, when you get your La Salvador, when you do that, you make sure and let us know so that we can get a chance to see it and to talk
Oh
about it
yeah,
with you.
that
Yes.
sounds good.
All right.
Thank you all for having me.
Wait, Bob, you
Oh,
were gonna say something, Bob.
Um, oh, now you put me on the
Yes,
front, so
you had
everybody.
No,
something. Say
yeah,
it,
don't
say it, say
put
it.
him
I
on
was
with
going to
us.
say
Yeah,
that
say
Say
it.
it.
I can't give until I get off of here. So I'll PayPal contribution, and Renee, I'll work with you on the on
Yes, send
getting
me your
all of the
mailing address.
issues.
I will get the issues to you. And then, Bob, we're gonna want you to come on a show to talk
And
about your
talk about them. After you're
talk
done,
about it.
we'll bring you and Manny on, and we'll talk about the series, and we'll talk about what the kids thought and all that. That would be
Sure,
great if you'll do that with us.
I'd love to.
And then I can annoy you
awesome.
more, Bob. That's what
Oh,
I live
she
I
lives for
live to
that.
annoy you. I
Renee
live
lives
for
for
it.
annoying you, Bob.
Well, I live in
That's
spite of
like
it.
her. That's like her juice, her go-go juice.
That's my go-go, my Bobo juice, my Bob juice.
Hi, everybody. Anyway, thank you, Manny. Manny, thank you
Thank
Boba.
for
you.
joining us and all that
Bobo
you're doing.
juice. Bye, guys. Love you
Bye,
all.
everybody.